Did you know that there's a National Quitters Day? Did you also know that nearly 50% of Americans cite losing weight or increasing their physical health as one of their top priorities going into the new year? Did you also know that nearly 80% of Americans actually quit that goal by the 17th of January every single year? And that specific day is what's known as National Quitters Day. And when I found this information, I was really curious to see why that was. That's why in today's video, I'm going to be giving you the 8 most common reasons people quit their New Year's goal. Starting with number 1, it's going to be unrealistic expectations. And I can see why that is, because the problem with unrealistic expectations is that you start to make it your identity. And then as time goes on, you start to realize, I might not be able to actually hit this goal. And eventually your ego is going to take a big hit and it's going to affect your self-esteem. And because your self-esteem is already low, you might start to do reason number 2, which is going to be negative self-talk and self-doubt. Like I said earlier, when you make these goals your identity, the moment you're not able to hit them, now unfortunately that self-talk is going to become your identity. You might start to say things like, who was I kidding? Why did I even think I was going to even reach this goal? Avoid that type of behavior at all times. It's completely okay to fail. We don't have to hit that goal on the first attempt, as long as we keep trying. Third reason is going to be a lack of planning. Now, setting a goal for yourself is great, but how do you actually plan on achieving it? Plans should always be set in increments, which is going to help you lead to that big picture. Trust me when I tell you that small victories actually go a long way. Now, the 4th most common reason people actually quit is that they don't see immediate results. Now, let me tell you that anything worth having doesn't come easy. Now, as a personal trainer, let me tell you, in the realm of fitness, almost no results are ever immediate. Quote from Usain Bolt states, I trained 4 years to run 9 seconds, yet people give up on their goals when they don't see results after 2 months. It takes time for your efforts to begin to compound over time. You just gotta stay patient. Now, the 5th reason people often quit is a lack of motivation. Now, this one, I actually understand you're putting so much time and effort into something, but you see nothing in return. That would make anyone lose motivation. And I would even argue the best way to stay motivated is to just see some type of result. That's gonna push you to keep going, because you're gonna say, hey, if I keep putting this amount of effort, I'm gonna get this in return. So if I put more effort, ideally I should get more in return. While this is understandable, it's not a reason to quit, because I'm here to tell you that motivation is a lie. You don't need to be motivated to get up in the morning to go brush your teeth. And I'll take it a step further. A lot of you guys aren't even motivated to go to work. You just simply have bills to pay. Oftentimes, a lot of things that we do aren't even tied to motivation. They're just simply things of habit. Ideally, the best way to stay consistent in your goal is for it to become second nature to you. Because if you don't, the number 6 might happen to you. Now, the 6th reason people often quit their goals is because they feel overwhelmed and burnt out. One of the most important things that I learned is to detach myself from any type of results or expectations from my daily deposits. One of the mottos that I personally use is, if it's going to happen, it'll happen. But as long as you stay consistent, it's bound to happen. You just never know when. Now, the 7th reason people often quit their goals is due to a lack of accountability. It's really important to remember that it's always you versus you. No one is going to have your back quite like you. But in the case you can't hold yourself accountable, we all fall short at some point. It's always good to have some type of mentor or even a buddy to keep you back in line. It's always okay if you fall off the wagon. The most important thing is that you get back on the wagon. And then the 8th most common reason people quit their goals is that simply life just gets in the way. And the biggest thing about this reason is a lot of the times it's just completely out of your control. Setbacks happen, things won't always go your way, and none of us can predict the future. But to a degree, this should be expected, because the best thing you can do is pray for the best but prepare for the worst. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch up with you in the next video.